Hey, welcome back everyone, back to good old Garage Beers. And we're here together again with you to bring you another beer review. My name is Mark.
I'm Lars, not to be confused with Lars Eller of the Washington Capitals.
Moment of silence there for that one.
And if you don't follow hockey, maybe you should start.
Yes, there you go. I'm wondering when he's going to run out of the Larses to compare himself to, though, moving forward. That'll be interesting.
Well, there's lots. It's an important name.
It's interesting, though, because you don't run across a lot of Lars, but yet you seem to come up with all these unique Lars.
I just Google Lars in Sweden, and I pull up lots of us.
Really?
Yes.
Lots of us.
Lots of us.
It's a cult. It's a cult, and they need to be stopped.
Yes, from Larsonia.
Too funny. So anyways, for those that haven't joined in on any of our video podcasts today, Mark and Lars, known as your Garage Beers buddies, we bring to you some craft beer reviews, all from local Ontario craft breweries. And we're going to feature a different type of beer on most of our shows. Today we're doing a unique test of, the near beer, which is zero alcohol, to the original beer. And we've done one of those already with Guinness, the Guinness Zero and the Guinness Draft. So we've done that already, and this is going to be our next one here today. We'll also do different reviews on different styles of beers and different craft breweries in Ontario for sure as well. Lots of content coming. Sorry, Lars.
And not to give away the date, but today is the last day of dry Feb. So for all of you who successfully navigated through it, congratulations. But if you still want a Beck Zero, you can still go get one today from the grocery store.
Yeah. I failed at dry Feb, just so you know. You have to be honest. Well, one of it's because of the filming for the show, but I just failed, period. I like beer too much.
Yeah, that's not failure. That's just being really good at something.
I did cut back.
Yeah.
I probably had one or two less beers this month.
Yeah,
I think that's a good
Those
start.
two Guinness Zeros we had last show.
that could have been it.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
Well, you look svelte. That's good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been in training for my trip tomorrow, or Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Anyway, so today, as I mentioned earlier, and I'll let Lars talk a little bit about it, Lars Eller, of course, about Becks. So what we're going to basically do is we're going to try the Becks non-alcoholic versus the Becks original. And the idea is to kind of see how close do they actually get. Do you really know if you're drinking a non-alcoholic beer or not? We found Guinness to be pretty much bang on, right?
Yeah, it was delicious. Yeah.
It was really good, and you really couldn't tell the difference, aside from the fact, you didn't have to worry about DUIs at that point, which is a good thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we get right into it and crack these guys open and then give them some feedback?
Yeah.
I got the opener for the other guys.
Just gonna slam it on there.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
It's kind of redneck, eh?
It is. I don't want to break my hand if we're biking on the weekend.
That's true, too. So we'll put the...
I'm supposed to pour. I need to be a gentleman.
We're not dating.
Well, I'm aware.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure, because you did get your hair cut for this show. So it's like...
I was telling my eyebrows were pretty unruly.
Yeah.
A little weed whacker to them. It was great.
And then we were talking, of course, like like our parents, back in the day, they'd let their eyebrows grow, and it'd be almost like they could almost do a comb back on the damn things, they'd be so damn long.
Yeah, and as soon as you hit 50 people, it grows quicker out of the nose and less on the top, so just warning you.
Yeah, not that has anything to do with beer, but some of your brewers that make the beer might have hair problems like that.
It's wisdom that we're passing on.
There you go. So interesting enough, I don't know if our camera guy can pick it up, but you look at the colors. So this is the regular beer. This is the non-alcoholic. They're pretty damn close. Like if you had me choose based on color, I gave myself more than I gave Lars.
That's okay. I have more of the alcoholic one.
Well, that's true too, yeah, actually. And you got the better one then. Well, we don't know that yet.
No.
We haven't tried it. So now we do our taste test. Let's see what's going on. Which one do you want to try first?
Well, I think I'm going to try the non-alcoholic first, because I think if I do it the other way around, I'll notice more of a difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I will say, if I look at the head on both, definitely not as nice on the alcohol-free stuff.
Yeah.
But
do you want cheers?
Cheers. Ooh.
You can smell it.
I do. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to.
No, it's a kids-rated show. It's not bad. It's actually pretty crisp and clean.
It is. I like this beer. I don't like the smell of it.
Yeah, it does smell off-putting, doesn't it?
Because I used to just drink this stuff out of a bottle in dry January, and you don't really get the nose quaff like you do. Is quaff the right word?
Quaff is a good word.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a right word, but it's a good word.
That's a word.
It's a beer drinking word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like svelte. It's all good. Mm-hmm. It tastes skunky. And I don't mean skunky as in, it smells like skunk, like the animal, if I smell it.
Yeah, you know what?
It's odd.
It's definitely kind of slaps your nostrils a little bit.
But drinkable.
But now I got to try the alcoholic version. Oh, you just pounded yours back, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, see, this doesn't smell like a skunk. And I'm not sure if that's a beer term, skunk butt, but this does not smell like a skunk butt.
No, the smell is not as strong with the regular version.
Yeah,
but
it tastes different.
it does taste different, but I'm saying they both taste good.
It does. I find this one just with the head on top, it just tastes crisper, cleaner.
Yeah.
It's a nicer tasting beer.
I would agree with that.
That being said, if I didn't want to drink beer and just like the Guinness Zero, I think Becks is a fairly reasonable substitute.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I couldn't argue with you there. I think it's not a bad choice, and it's not a bad, like one of the things you want to do when you're drinking these zero alcoholic beers or near beers, is you want to actually still enjoy the beer without the alcohol. And they're getting better and better at making beers that still taste that way, so you don't feel like you're missing the alcohol. But I think here they did a pretty good job. It's not exactly the same. Guinness was a little closer, I'd have to say.
I would agree, yeah.
The Guinness Zero versus Guinness Draft, it was pretty hard to tell the difference. Here you can tell the difference. There's a lack of head, and there's definitely a stronger smell
Difference, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say if you just popped a bottle without having anything beforehand, you'd enjoy the beer quite a bit.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and then obviously with the non-alcoholics, they're just as refreshing after activity or something like that. And you don't have to worry about, driving around and getting pulled over and, getting, locked up by the popo.
Yeah, you can actually drink while you drive.
Yeah.
So,
well, we did mention that the last time.
Yes.
And that's a test we should have to do.
I can do that.
Because I wonder what would happen if you did get pulled over with your non-alcoholic beer in the cup holder.
That might be a fun show.
It would be
just drive around.
Oh, yeah, we could do it. Yeah. We could have the camera guy in the back seat there. Hey, filming the whole damn thing.
Yeah, Pedro, our production manager.
Yes.
He'll be up for that.
Yeah. And he'll probably end up going to, jail for drugs, though, because he's Brazilian and you know what they do.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But we won't go to jail. No. And that's the important piece.
He would be our distraction.
Yeah.
Plus, he'd get it all on film.
That's right.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think at the end of the day, what would you rate it?
I would probably rate it 4 out of 5 screwdrivers.
You picked the screwdrivers.
Well, because I like vodka and orange juice too. It just sort of popped into my mind.
Okay.
I'm like, I could use a screwdriver right now.
Yeah.
And, it sort of works in multiple levels. But I like it. It's my second favorite non-alcoholic beer. I
would probably rate it a little different. I would say, if I base it on how similar it is to the original, I'd probably go like a 3.5. Taste-wise, though, on its own, it's still, I would go probably towards the 4 for the non-alcoholic version, because it does still taste like a beer. You still feel like you're drinking a beer, but I don't think that it's as close to the original as 4. So I would have to say 3.5.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, no, that's well put together.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Good. So there you have it, folks. If you're a Becks fan and you haven't tried the non-alcoholic version, it's definitely worth a try, because it's something that you can obviously drink and not take on the alcohol that you normally would. You can find this obviously in the beer stores, liquor stores.
Grocery stores.
As well, because Becks is pretty much everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
So you don't have any kind of limited supply issues as you do with some of the other smaller craft breweries in Ontario. I'm not saying that these guys are from Ontario, obviously, but so definitely you can find it out there. Try it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You know, as beer drinkers, we always like our beer with a little bit of alcohol in it, kind of get that little bit of punch in there. But you have some safe choices now, if depending on what you want to do.
A good safe choice is not like beers, alcoholic-free beers from President's Choice.
Oh, remember those days?
Ooh.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least now you can feel like you're drinking a beer.
Yes.
Right. So,
Yeah.
all right. So I think that wraps up this episode.
Yeah, it does.
What do you think? Unless you want to ramble on about something else.
No, I'm
You got
good.
something you want to talk about?
No.
Not really?
No, I need to lie on a couch for that.
Oh,
Yes.
Next session, we will have a couch.
How do you feel about that,
Yeah,
Lars?
How do we really
I
feel?
feel like punching someone.
Yes.
No, I'm a peaceful kind of guy
Yeah.
most of the time.
And by the way, he got his hair cut, so he's looking pretty sharp tonight.
Just for you.
No, for who? Pedro?
For the
Or-
producer, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. You know,
yeah.
he's
think
got to
Pedro- I
look,
think-
look good for Pedro.
I think he got his hair cut.
He may have.
Yes, yes. All right.
Floby.
Well, there you go, folks. Another episode wrapped up by Garage Beers. So you can go out and try your Beck's non-alcoholic or alcoholic beer, whatever swings your boat, or floats your boat, I should say.
Yeah.
Right? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like us. Send us any feedback. We're open. We're just getting this off the ground, so we're hoping to get better and better at it, and hopefully bring you beer news that's relevant to you, that makes your life easier, if you will. Makes our life more difficult because we'll have to do more taste testing and shit like that. But we want to do it for you guys.
Yeah, we're starting to drink beer at breakfast now just to get caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do it for you.
Exactly. So cheers. Peace out. Love you guys.
Cheers.